Alright guys, what is going on? Last video you saw, we got this guy. I'm going to call him Brutus because he's got the big diesel in him. H3, hydraulic, hydrostatic, locking rear end, high-low rear end, big, heavy-duty, beefy rig. Going to call him Brutus. And I'm a little upset already. Not because of the tractor in any way, shape, or form, but because on my new GoPro I got this nice mic so we could hear and see everything. And I fell in the ice today, like I'm going to show you here in a minute, and it already broke, but it's hanging in there. So what we're going to do is going to get the tires aired up, kind of go more in detail of what the plan is with this guy, and tires, equipment, what we need to do to get it ready for what it needs to be done, some things I would like to fix on it, and then we may drive it around a little bit. So if you've seen anywhere in Arkansas right now that the beginning of the week it was somewhat decently warm, then it went to cold, started to rain while it was cold, and now we have sleet everywhere. And now today is not that bad. It's like 40 degrees outside, which is pretty nice compared to what it has been. So let's just get the air compressor fired up, and we'll air these tires up and then once we get them aired up, we'll kind of go with a fine-tooth comb and talk about all this stuff, what all we're gonna do with this guy, and what my plan is to get it to where I'm happy with it, and some stuff I've got on the way for it. And we'll drive it around and have a little bit of fun in the ice. Alright, so y'all stick with me. Glow plugs go. Alright. Push the brake down. Neutral in. guys, so we're back. It's been 4 days since I was on the camera last, and parts have come in. So right here should be unboxing video, kind of like that. New rubber body mount. I don't know if y'all can see that. Get in here close. Kind of come in behind it. So that'll go in between the frame and then the top of the seat pan will be right there. So use all the old nuts and we'll get y'all with that and show y'all how to take that apart. You can buy everything there. Not necessary, but Jacob wanted it. We're getting a new fuel cap on there, and all it basically really reason is so it has the fuel gauge on it. It says diesel and you can read it, so that's why that's getting changed. That'll be an easy fix. And has anyone used this before? I've used it once or twice on some lawnmowers, and I've used it on one other garden tractor, and it works pretty good. It's just slime. Value size, I think it's a gallon. Yeah, 1 gallon. Prevents and repairs flat tires. Seals instantly for 2 years. Stops slow leaks. Safe and easy. Environmental friendly. 2-in-1 tire and tube treatment, or premium sealant. How to install slime. Position valve in the upper half of tire. So the valve stem, you're going to want that at the top at 12 o'clock. Shake vigorously your 1 gallon can of slime. Take and remove Schrader valve inside your stem. You'll take a little actual remover tool and you'll unscrew the Schrader valve. Let all the air out. Attach hose on the pump to the valve stem and pump slime. Reinstall core valve. Just add air and drive to or ride to distribute sealant for 0.2 of a mile or 0.32 kilometers. For small tractors, 16 ounces. Large tractor, 32 ounces. Lawnmowers, 8 ounces. Four-wheelers, side-by-side, 24 ounces. Golf carts, 20. Fuller, 24. We're going to go with like 16 ounces, 32 ounces, somewhere right in the middle. And we're going to bring y'all with us and show y'all how to do that. First thing we're going to start off with is the gas cap. Be gone. And then reinstall the new. It's not straight up and down. It's kind of like at a, I would almost call it not a 45, a little bit past that, maybe 62.3. That's installed. We'll move on. Alrighty, so you can see right here there is what we call a nut cert. It is a bent piece of metal with a nut on the bottom that folds over this little metal upright, this support that kind of houses the gas tank. And there's our rubber mount. So what we need to do, on top there's a bolt with a flat piece. Oh, sorry, you're falling over. There's a nut and a bolt on top. You need to take that off. Then we can get the bolt out of the top, and then hopefully on this mount we can spin it off and take the bottom nut out and just pull it out and then do it the reverse way and get this finished. Alright, so to get that nut off, you're going to need a 1/2 inch socket. You're going to need, in my opinion, a 3-inch extension, and I'm putting this on a 3/4 ratchet. Once you got it broke loose, looks like it's going to stay still for us. Set this over here on the fender. And see, this is what's happened to our body mount. I thought the top had broke off, but it looks like the bottom has. What it is it's a piece of metal that has a process done to it called vulcanization. This ring of metal with a stud on it has been vulcanized to this rubber in a recessed spot, and it melds it together where it's really strong. But after years of it being dry rotted, you can almost see how it's pulling out. Hopefully we can just spin off. Maybe. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, ha ha! So you can see our problem. That's 2 pieces. It should be 1 piece, but you can see that metal disc is not where it's supposed to be. So let me get the other piece and we'll compare it. Old piece, 2 pieces, no good. 1 solid piece rubber, and you can see the big disc vulcanized to the rubber. Pretty much the same principle. So eventually it will go bad and we'll have to replace it again, but hopefully that's a long time down the road. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm going to do is feed that up. I'm just going to get that finger tight, really. No reason to go crazy with it. And since we've got the new body mount on, after that all we got to do is install our washer and our little acorn nut. In with our 1/2 inch ratchet. Tighten it up, and that is installed. We can move on to the tire slime. So here's our tire slime again. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut these zip ties off. You gotta be careful, because when I went to the store and got this stuff, the bottle was open like they had unscrewed it, like somebody could taste it or something. I don't know. Whatever flavor it is. And then what your first thing you're gonna need, get this stupid zip tie off there. Shrink the package. In the kit, they give you this little doodad, and what this is for is to remove the Schrader valve out of the tire. So on this particular one, the tire has the Schrader valve on the inside. I don't know if that's backwards, it's just how my tractor is. So hopefully I can get in here and show y'all. See that? There's your valve stem, and I'm going to take that end of it. Hopefully my hand's not was directly in the way. And before you did this, before you let any air out, you would want to make sure again that this is positioned at the top. So you can put fluid in it, in the tire, and it not leak back out. Do I not have it in there? There we go. This one may be junk, I don't know. This tool kind of seemed to be junk. Nope, there we go. Finally got it. Now this is, there we go. And this is what you're looking at. That is a Schrader valve. We use them in refrigeration, but this is pretty good. Uh-oh, tires laying on the extension cord. But that's what you're looking for. And you can see those evidence of dry rot. Now I'm not understanding why this doesn't want to pump. Maybe I should have waited on the tube. That's what we'll do. We'll just pull the tube back off. Hey, look, now it's off. Again, we're going to reinstall that tube on there. I'm just going to reach over here and grab it by my hand. Get you over there. Apparently got more pressure. Maybe I can put a little bit of a vacuum on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to push down on the tire and make it push out all the air it can, because maybe it's just this pump right here doesn't have enough cojones. This doesn't work very good. Will it blow out without me? Hey, there we go. We got green slime now. See it? I'm gonna count this as 1 ounce. We're going for, what did we say? 16. So 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Granted, with you doing this, you can't fill your tires with fluid, I don't think. I don't know how many pumps I've done. We're just going to go till I feel good, I guess. And granted, if you are also really considering putting new tires on your system, you probably don't want to do this. Remove these. Go ahead and replace your valve stem or your valve core. Nice how the slime kind of holds it in there for you. Let me get the air compressor fired up and we'll air this tire up. Alrighty guys, so that's probably going to do it for this video. So we put the slime in the tire. Like I said, with the instructions, you got to drive around for at least 0.2 of a mile. So when I turn the camera off, all I'm going to do is I'm going to open the roll-up door, drive around the yard 2-3 times, and then it should be sealed. I'm going to probably put it out in the spot where the 129 was. So plans for it is to go through every hydraulic flex line, make sure everything's sealed, because we do have a little bit of a leak right here on the front steering hydraulics. I need to add some more fluid, find out where it's leaking. It's probably just leaking from that one hose. And the sight tube in the back, it's showing it's low. I've got a few little things coming, like a new knob for the parking brake. I've got the little knob for the throttle to get it to where it's usable and real friendly and easy to use. Deck is probably going to be first on the list. I've got some half moon keys to go on to get it fixed. I thought it was a shear pin, but it looks like a half moon key. If somebody can really dial me in on what to do with that. My booklet for the manual has not come in yet, so I don't really know 100%. I'm pretty new to this. All I had was internationals, and they were pretty small. Not compared to this tractor, they were way smaller. So I'm just learning. What else? We've got the new mount for the seat pan on. It's sturdy and probably should be a lot nicer to ride when you get off and on. It doesn't feel like it's going to flip over. Other than that, we're going to get the deck on it, get it figured out. Once the deck's on it and I can use it reliably, and I know everything's solid with it, bearings, everything, the little right angle gear drive for the PTO shaft. Next thing, we'll probably be getting a front frame extension from Rug. I think Rug no, I take that back. Rug makes the 3-point hitch, the category 1 3-point hitch to go on the back. So we are going to get one of them. Next on the list, though, is the front frame extension. Get it on there. Get all the hydraulic lines for the 3-way blade. Get them figured out. And then get it put on there. Use it regularly. Even though I just put slime in this tire, eventually I'd like to put some really good ags on it. Probably some Carlisle True Powers. I really like how they look. If somebody has some suggestions on what really is the best all-around cheap tire, is what I'm looking for, because this isn't going to be a dirt work tractor. It's probably going to be mowing more than anything. My 129 is a show tractor, but this one's going to be a workhorse, so it's probably not going to get super pretty, but it's going to be taken care of. We're going to put a lot of hours on it. Too bad this winter I didn't have anything to put on it, because the blade would have been really nice to where we were at. But other than that, front blade, front frame extension, the deck, get all the hydraulics figured out, 3-point hitch. I'd like to get a few implements like a box blade, maybe a rear scoop, rear forks, a frame with just a ball hitch on it. Those would be useful to me, I think. The forks, I think, would be pretty useful. I could set stuff on pallets and pick it up with this instead of breaking my back, because that's been a problem sometimes. I'd like to get like a little cherry picker. We have one in here, but I'd like to have a little cherry picker for out in the woods. I can hook a chain and pick something up. It's got a lot of weight on the front, so it'd be pretty nice to have something I could lift in the back. But yeah, that front push blade, 3-point hitch, and some implements for it, and then that deck. And then just learning with it. This is part of having a new machine that you're not super familiar with, getting on Facebook, getting on YouTube, and figuring out what I need to know, and getting with it. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all like, comment, subscribe, comment what you want to see. If y'all have any insight, something I'm doing stupid that needs to be fixed, please let me know. I'd be happy to fix it, make things better on here. We'll see y'all in the next one.